you got me, make you come on what you said. You gotta leave us alone. What you say you love it, what you gonna do now? I hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Tell you that I will never disrespect you. Not tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spend you. Yes, you gotta make it last now. Start off so, cause I'ma beat it up. I hate for me, but no. Trying to say stuff when the people say go. There you go again, that voice is low. What you make your girlfriend? Come on, you've been waiting patiently, wondering when and where I be. The cousin rockets in the industry, making this so she can't sleep.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Look, we're gonna have an open panel. So as I wait for people to come on, we definitely gonna have an open panel tonight. We on 2 different platforms. So yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna have an open panel tonight. We're gonna do what we do. What up, Zay? What up, Zay? What up, Willie? Waiting for everybody to get here. And we're gonna do what we do. You know? We want to know why. The title of the night is, do you believe R.Kelly is innocent or guilty? I want to know why. Excuse me. Do you believe R.Kelly is innocent or guilty? DanaJay want to know why. Hold on, let me see. I got any R.Kelly music that I can let's see. All right, I'm gonna start off with it. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna start off with something, y'all. Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna start off with something. And as the people come in, they can make up their mind what they want to do. They want to jump on a panel, they can. The panel is at the top of the chat box. It's pinned to the chat box. But I'm gonna start off with listening to Tavis Smiley situation. Let's go.
Went to church, she taught me that, you're not going to church to praise man. You're not going to church to praise the pastor. You're not going to church to praise the women in there. You're going strictly to praise God. If you stay focused on that, you're going to be let down in the church as well. You ain't going to no church and the people in there are perfect and they don't have their own issues.
That's why they're in the church.
That's why they're there. So every time she tell me something, it just makes so much damn sense. And I don't sometimes want her to make the sense, but she make the sense. So I have to go with what makes sense. Mm-hmm. So she's right. And I have to focus on that.
At 8 or 9 years of age, you talk in the book about how exposed you were to sex. Mm-hmm. You saw it. There were adults who should not have been, but were coming on to you, even when you were a child. What did that do to you to be exposed to sex at that early age?
Well, like anything else when you're a child, whatever you're taught, it goes with you. From how to eat cereal with a spoon and a bowl with milk to walking, because you're a child. We're talking 8, 7. Those to me, now that I have kids, are the time where you're wide open and you're gonna learn the curse words that you hear. And every now and then you're gonna say them. You might even pick up a cigarette here and there, and you may try to light it and burn yourself for the first time. If there's a gun in the house, you might pick up a gun if they leave it around, or you looking and they don't even realize you looking, seeing where they put it at. When you're a child, you don't really know. You only see, and you learn, and you try to figure it out. It enhances your curiosity. It enhances your, before it's time. You're not supposed to be curious about a gun right now and how it works, because you're not supposed to see it now. You're not supposed to be curious about sex, because you're not supposed to see sex right now. You're supposed to be curious about the bowl, the spoon, the cereal, the milk. I'm not going to throw any of my people, my family under a bus, but I feel I owe my fans at least enough for them to have an understanding of what I went through. And yes, I was molested when I was from 7 on to maybe 13, 14, something like that, by people in my family. So, you know, I really think it's a generational curse, you know, because it goes on in the Black community, I believe, because as I grew up, I would ask a whole lot of people that I had met, have they ever been, you know, and they would say, yeah, as a matter of fact, I have, yeah. You know, some can remember, some can't remember quite detail-wise, but I remember sexually, it woke up my hormones a lot earlier than they were supposed to be awakened. It woke up my curiosity a lot earlier than it was supposed to be awakened. And I know that I became sexual at an early age because of that.
I want to jump ahead because the 7-year turmoil that you went through vis-a-vis the trial for child pornography, your advisors, almost to a person, told you over and over and over again, while you're going through this period, Kels, do not put out sexually explicit material. Do not. The audience can't handle that. Your fans can't handle it. It's not going to be good for the outcome of this trial. Tone it down. Don't put that out. You ignore all of them. Do it anyway and get bold with it. It's during this period you put out Chocolate Factory. You put out Remix. You put out Ignition. Here they're telling you not to do this, and you put out a song about putting your key in the ignition. I read that and I wanted to ask, so I will, why it is that you went against your advisors? What is it that you were thinking, that you were feeling, that kept you doing that when everybody else told you not to do that?
Well, first of all, let me say, you know, I wasn't bold about it, you know, and I didn't totally ignore them, because that would be the worst thing to do, is totally ignore your advisors or your lawyers. I listened to them. We talked, we discussed the situation. I felt strong, very strong, as I said many years ago about the trial, that I will have my day in court, you know, and I will be innocent, and I will walk away, and I will move on with my life. I said that in the beginning. I said that during the middle part of the trial and everything else. I look at my music like a soldier looks at his sword. never put your sword down in the midst of a war. You never lay down in the midst of a war. And I think that my lawyers were good lawyers, great lawyers, but I didn't think they had that part down. And you have to be the soldier in the midst of the war to even understand that. Mm-hmm. And I was the soldier on the front line for my life, for my kids' life, for my fans. And I told them I would not lay down. I would not stop doing music. Why would I do that? I think that would say, oh yeah, he did it. I think that would say all of the things that people want to say about R.Kelly. So I did what I'm supposed to do. Like any fireman that goes up in the building, they don't get to the building and say, oh, wait a minute, that's just too much fire. But you're a fireman. So go and fight the fire. Don't care how much it is. I had to go and I had to do my music. I'm not gonna change my lyric. I'm not gonna change my name. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm gonna do my music. And that's what I did. And that's what I told the company, even though they continued to say, no, don't do it. But the minute Ignition came out, which was the first song I did, it blew up. And all of a sudden the company's calling me, everybody's calling me, come do an album cover shoot. We got to get the rest of this album done. We got to go there. We're gonna bring your clothes. We're gonna have well, I ain't got no doggone makeup person. Yeah. You got some makeup, bring your own makeup. We'll do it. I mean, it just got crazy. So I did what I felt was right for myself. The rules are the women come in, the guys come in to see the performer, okay? You get out there, you perform, you do your thing, you entertain the people, you talking to the people, but when you go, temperatures rising, and you got bras coming off, panties coming off, was that a part of it? Who ordered this? I mean, you know, who said that that's part of the rule? That's nothing I said, dude. You never heard me say, all right, take your panties off. Yeah. This section, take your bras off, you know, and it's like, how do you do R&B? How do you do these songs? How do you sing these sexual songs that, you know, people can go and listen and make babies to and be married to and not have all of these women come at you, all of this stuff come at you. You know, it comes at you. It comes with that whole territory.
There's so many parts of the book that are just absolutely arresting. You and David Rich do such a good job bringing your life to life that you can feel like you're in the room with Kells at certain moments. When you walk into that room and your mother is dying of cancer in the hospital, I felt like I was next to your mom, Joanne Kelly, in that bed. And there's another part of the book that I felt the same way. The way you describe what it felt like when Michael Jackson walked into the chocolate factory to do You Are Not Alone. What did that moment mean to you when he is coming to you to record a song? Michael Jackson, he did something to you when he came in here.
Yeah, he did something to us all. I mean, you know, but to meet him in person is, it's definitely for someone like me who followed him all my life, and then I happen to be musical. I used to think Michael Jackson was a cartoon. I used to think that he didn't really exist. He didn't, you know, he didn't eat. He didn't, you know, he's just a cartoon. And that's what I thought up until the day I actually laid eyes on him personally, person to person, man to man, right there. He gets up, I'm in the studio, I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, Rob, stay calm. I'm doing my whole producer swag. He comes in, my chair stops, okay. Comes in with the whole mask. He looks around the place. And I promise you, he came right up to me and he hugged me so tight. Like this, like, and it was more than about the song. Mm-hmm. It was more than about You Are Not Alone. It wasn't about You Are Not Alone when he hugged me. He hugged me with such a humility and a mutual respect for the gift. That's what the hug was about. It wasn't about You Are Not Alone. And I knew that. Why? Because I've been blessed with a gift as well. And when your gift, you're blessed with a gift, and it goes to so much. So it goes to, I don't want to say this to sound like I am Michael, but when you have a gift and someone else has a gift and it's rare, and those two entities, those two powers meet in one room, there's going to be some kind of spiritual, mutual, powerful respect.
Absolutely.
And when he hugged me and embraced me, it was for like 4 to 5 seconds. And for Michael and me to hug, 2 men then hug for 5 seconds, that's a long time. So and it was a real mama hug. It wasn't a fame or artist or celebrity hug. It was a mama hug, not a father hug. It was a mama hug. I knew this was going to make history. I knew this was going to be great. I knew the humility. He brought the humility with him. He didn't bring Michael Jackson in the room. You know, he brought innocence. He brought the humility, and it was powerful, man. And then I had to go in the bathroom. I fell out. I had to pull myself together because I got things that I got to get together in myself because I just met Michael. That's the celebrity part.
Right.
That's the Michael Jackson I never met, thought was a cartoon part, you know. So once I got myself together, I came out, got in the studio with him. We, you know, offered him some Chinese food, you know, and it was amazing because people across the street in the other hotels hanging all out the window. And I'm like, who told them Michael Jackson would be here? You know, Michael Cole with it, boy. He probably sent some people ahead. I want everyone to know that I am going to be there. I mean, everybody was hanging out the hotel room. It was ridiculous, man.
You say in the book, I want to move on because some other artists. You say in the book right quick though, that the thing that meant the most to you that day, beyond the hug, is when Michael said to you, in answer to your question, what he thought of the song, did he want to change anything? He said to you, "You got me perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't need to change anything about the song."
Yeah, he said, "It's so funny. You sound just like me. I don't need to change anything. I'm gonna do it just like this, just like this." I was like, wow. I was like, okay. Because I did. I put a lot of time into, I had all of his music, posters, everything up. I had Moonwalker playing on the video screen, and I would just go for the song. As I look at Mike, I would sing what I thought he would sing. You know, I was just mimicking what I thought he would say on the lyrics and everything. And then when he asked me, "Is it any way that you can come in here and sing the backgrounds with me?" I was like, sure. Yeah, of course. Why? Yeah, I'll be in there in a minute. You know? And I walked down there, I got between the wall that he couldn't see, and I was like, damn, I'm finna mess up. I thought I was gonna go in there just like a little girl, man, and just mess it up. But we standing there, and "You're not alone. I am here with you." And all I gotta do, really, I'm telling myself, sing what you sang on the demo, you idiot. And you can't go wrong because you sounding like Michael on it anyway. So I'm doing that. He's here, right here, at the same mic. We both got on headphones, and I'm going, "You're not alone. He'll look over me. I am here with you. Don't be far away."
So that was the interview, a little bit of the interview with Tavis Smiley. And as y'all see, Robert is giving experience of what he's been going through. And when he broke down the whole thing about being a celebrity and doing sex music, when he did the Temperatures Rising joint, and he said the panties come off, the bras come off. How do you relay those songs? How do you sing those songs without having those emotions happen? Which ultimately puts that Robert was being pretty much stalked by women. All women love Robert. I will say that. Just like ladies love Cool James, all women love Robert. So let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Derm DZL1 said, "I definitely feel that the R is totally innocent." Okay. Do you want to get on the panel and tell why? Caramel Destiny said, "The moment I realized these women are lying about how he treat them bad and abuse them is how he treated his mother, Joanne. God rest her soul. He respected her and loved her so much. That part, Carmel. A man that treats his mom crazy and messed up is going to treat the woman crazy and messed up. I was always told that the way that a man treats his mom is the way that he's going to treat you. And he loved Mama Joanne. He worshiped Mama Joanne. And see, I like putting an open panel out there because I want all the people that say something different, whether you good, bad, or different, or people that believe the same thing. Y'all come on and say what y'all gonna say. Just get on the panel and say what you want to say. That's what I believe. That's why I do it. Because I know certain people ain't gonna come through. I know that. And like I said, when you know you the GOAT, when it comes to this R. Kelly sector, it is what it is. I thank the 2 dislikes that gave me that view. I thank y'all so much. But I want to know, why do y'all believe that he's innocent, or why do you believe that he's guilty? Let's get it there. Let's talk about it. Let's get these likes up as well. If you believe he's innocent, please tell me why you believe he's innocent. If he's guilty, tell me why he's guilty. Because I got another clip that I'm going to play. I just can't show it up on here. But I got another clip that I'm going to play and everything. What up, Brooke?
Nigga, you ain't no goat. You a pony.
What?
You ain't no goat. You a pony. I had to pull a Miss Lady T on you real quick. Like, what? Jesus.
Why can't the people see you? Put up a picture or something.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on.
Because it's an open panel, but it looked like I'm talking to myself.
Oh, okay. How do I do that? I just got to put it on there. I used to know how to do it. Wait a minute. Give me a second. I got it. So let me see. Hold on. If you can give me a minute, I'll cut my camera on. I'm in the bathroom. It's dark, so you can't even.
Go. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think it won't let me. So what's going on? I missed the first part. I'm sorry. I was taking care of some business.
Pretty much. I got an open panel tonight.
Okay.
And for anybody that want to stop through, if they want to stop through. And the thing is, do you believe R. Kelly is innocent or guilty?
I believe he's innocent.
I want to know, and I want to know why.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question.
So if you believe he's guilty, I want to know why. If you believe he's innocent, I want to know why. Because this is the only way we're going to break up this bull crap of he's guilty. He did this. He did it. Okay, well, let's talk. Tell me why. Let's talk.
Let me say this. Over the last couple of days, like even the last time that I spoke upon what's going on with the lawyers and attorneys, I was surprised because it was a few people who dropped down in my chat and they didn't know certain things. Like they didn't know stuff that they should have known and they said they've been around, but because of the chats they were in, that information wasn't conveyed to them. So a lot of people, and this is just what I've experienced as well. I'm not just over here, I'm everywhere over on YouTube. So like when I go in and visit when I go over there and visit some people over in the beef sector, they start asking me 1,000 questions because they want to know too. So, I try to keep my conversation minimum because I'll be like, wait a minute, y'all ain't get ready to hound me with a bunch of questions. But it'd be good questions.
Over there, summons me. I'll come over.
Well, that's what I tell them. I always tell them, come over when we talk. I say, you can come over my big bro talk. I always share them out. Every live when we talk about R. Kelly, even if we not talk about R. Kelly, I share them out. If you ever see it, come and listen because we read documents.
Right.
And I think the biggest part of this thing is, there's no way you're going to be able to fight or even understand what's going on if you don't know what's being charged. You can't fight for somebody if you don't know what they're being charged with.
Right.
That should have been the first thing everybody did. And a lot didn't. They went on, oh, he's the king of R&B, he can't do no wrong. Well, we're human. We're all human. We make mistakes on a daily basis. He's not a super person. He's a human being, just like all of us, you know?
Well,
so
what?
That I was saying, that was just like the first thing that I kind of like to ask people. I used to get offended, but I don't get offended anymore when people ask questions because they don't really know. And it's amazing because once I start breaking it down, even a small little bit of stuff that I know, they be like, oh, damn, yup, you're right. Like they don't be really knowing facts. Like if you read the paperwork and then after you read the paperwork and you go and listen to the stories and you can go one by one. Let's say Faith Rogers. You go read her paperwork and then go listen to what she say. You'll be like, are you serious? And to be honest, I don't even think it's about the females at this point. I don't even think it's about the girls at this point. It's deeper than the girls. The girls is just an overlay for the underlay. What they would say.
Well, look, one thing I'm not going to do is I'm from Baltimore. I'm not going to adopt no other city tone. I'm not going to adopt no other city talk.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
So what I'm going to say is, and because a lot of people from Chicago are saying, oh, no, he's guilty. I was there. I was this and this. No, I'm from Baltimore. I got a mind of myself. Mm-hmm. So before I go into what I think, Ms. Derm DZL1 said, I felt that way about the R being innocent because that's not too many guilty people out there that would sincerely bear his soul to prove his innocence, especially to epic fail spade, meaning Gayle King. That's true. I agree with that person on that. Big Boy, sure, you call in. Here's my thing. I believe he's innocent. Matter of fact, I know he's innocent. I'm gonna stand on it and I'm gonna say I know he's innocent. Mm-hmm. Not because I've been around him multiple times. I'm gonna say this: when you know somebody's character, their character goes a long way. Hold on, let me get started.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry if I did not speak to my people. I'm sorry, y'all. I came in and I just clicked the link. I didn't even say hi to everybody. So hello, everybody. And yeah, I think this is a good conversation. I'm just wanting for people, while I handle it, to come and ask the questions because everybody has their reason on why they may think that he's innocent. Because see, Dana thinks differently why he thinks Kells is innocent. My innocence is different on why I believe what he is said to have done isn't a crime. Right. That's why I believe he's innocent. I don't believe that he took advantage of the girls. I think that they saw an opportunity and they were being, they know right from wrong, and that they tried to take advantage, and he's a man at the end of the day, So me and my story hasn't changed in reference to why I don't believe, like morally, if we're looking at some things morally on a moral level, then that can be questioned. But I just don't believe he should be being charged with the things that he's being charged with, even though we know majority of that stuff is going to come off. Kidnapping, the Mann Act, a lot of that shit is going to go. It's going to come off. It's going to come off because that's not what his agenda was. This man was on tour making money, not doing what they say he was doing. That's a contradiction right there.
Thanks. Bye. What up, my dude? We got Big Boy on the phone. What's going on, bro?
I'm gonna hit the mute.
All right.
What's going on, man? I feel like if R.Kelly is guilty of anything, it's pretty much him having the heart that he had for people that was around him that he thought was for him.
Right.
That's the guilty part. He put a lot of trust. I don't even know if he put a lot of trust in these people, but he had, they crippled him to where he needed them around because they controlled so much of his personal life, as far as his career goes. So a lot of stuff that they did, he really was in the background, like doing what he do, make the music, produce the music, and everything else going on around him is just like, it was a lot of fucked up shit that, it put him in a fucked up position. And the federal government is proving it. The reason why I believe he's innocent because it don't take all this to prove a motherfucker guilty, man.
Facts.
you and they investigating you, they not gonna come to you until they have proof, factual proof that this is what you are doing.
Right.
This is what has been done. They're not gonna come and get you and then start working on the case. That's ass backwards.
Well, it seemed like that's what they have done with Robert.
That's what they have done. They had no case until they picked him up and started putting these pieces together. And a lot of times, a lot of people be like, well, man, why you speak on the black community is the worst in a way because we don't stick together. That's the first part. And the second thing is they put $1 in front of our face and we willing to fucking stab our money.
It's too many crabs in a barrel.
Too many. And we got to stop saying girls because all of these females were women.
Facts.
But R.Kelly dealt with them. They weren't no girls. You know what I'm saying? And all these motherfuckers was broke. Look at the women that he dealt with that had something going on for themselves. Like the Love, Felicity Love, and the one other lady that he met women that had like, you know, they life was doing pretty good for themselves. That you hear no stories about those women. But all these fucking run down, dirty feet ass women, you know what I'm saying? He had to take advantage of them. A motherfucker who didn't have nothing.
Right. Candy World said the Fed's been watching and investigating Kels since 2002. It took 30 years to pin something on the man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe that.
They ain't been watching this man.
That had to be. I believe it was a trigger that had to come get them. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna put it. Right. I'm gonna put. Right. No. I believe that they were the parts with them saying that, okay, and we can't have another Sam Cooke, Michael Jackson, Prince with this much power. However, what I do believe is what triggered them is when he was okay with not negotiating to re-sign back with Sony. And they said, wait a minute. And in my words, I believe that they said it like this. This nigga has wisened up. We got to get him out of here. I believe they gave him signs to, yo, don't come after what's really owed to you. Because if you do, we're going to unleash the dragon. And because Robert is like, look, I ain't doing nothing wrong. You can unleash all you want. I need what's mine.
Right. I mean, you take advantage of a person for 30 fucking years. You know, that's like you milking the fucking what? You milking this shit. You don't think this shit is ever going to end.
Right.
Man, I've been getting away with this shit for 30 years. And today, that's one thing, you know, there's one thing about God. He don't tell you, he's not going to tell you when he's going to bless you. He's not going to tell you when he's going to wake you up. He's not going to tell you when he's going to show you a sign. That shit just going to happen one day, and all hell is going to break loose. That's why I feel like hell is going to walk free, because for me, this shit is not even, it's the government versus R.Kelly's spiritual being.
Right.
And I just don't see them beating that, because look at how all these pieces is coming out. Look at how all these people are falling apart. It wasn't put together well enough. I mean, this shit is so crazy, man, just sit back and look at this case. But see, me, I go back and I study other situations like what R.Kelly's going through. And I see the pattern of it. Like I sent you that video, that link with Prince, the man automatically died.
Yeah.
And this man was smart enough to negotiate his own contract and shit, but he wasn't smart enough to have a will. And then when he died with no will, the bank took over his estate.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe he didn't have no will.
I believe they destroyed his will. I believe they destroyed his will and made it so nobody can get what he wanted.
But can I give y'all my opinion real quick?
Sure. Sure, Brooke.
Hey, big bro, guy, how you doing? I think I had said it early, but
Hold on,
you
Brooke.
may know.
Wait, hold on. And Gemini Don said, I think the feds picked up once that Lifetime docuseries got started. I do believe that. October Girl said, that's what I believe. Angela Reed said, those ladies, if that's what you want to call them, they threw what they were getting. They knew what they were getting into, and they didn't want people to know that they were being a fast ass. They want to be a fast ass, and they didn't want to get busted. I'm just saying. Chris said R.Kelly is innocent. I will continue to pray for him. Thank you, Chris. Cameron said facts, Dana 100. Gemini Dawn said, honestly, I don't think those people in that docuseries thought things would go this far. Oh, we're gonna talk about that. They're playing with Kel's life. Georgia Girl said, welcome to the live. Join the panel. Anybody can join. Cameron said, I love Rob, but I think he should just say, fuck them masters. It ain't worth this shit. For real. Oh, I'm glad you said that. We're gonna talk about that. Ms. Bougie, July is Robert's month. He will be out on the 18th by the 18th. Ms. Bougie, that's a lie. I will tell you that much. Robert will not be out in July. I heard that, but I heard the 18th, I heard the 8th. That will not happen in July. That will happen in August. And once he's vindicated in August in New York, he's still a prisoner because then he got to go to Chicago. And then once he beat Chicago, here's my thing. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, you know what? Wait, but I'm sorry because Brooke was speaking. I'm going to go after Brooke. Go ahead, Brooke.
Okay, so as I sit back and look at things and research and look, because I really don't understand how the music industry works. I just started
Thank you, Georgia Girl.
to get an insight. And after I read, because I've literally read like the timeline, I've read when the first set of allegations started. R.Kelly has always had a target on his head. Okay, that's number one. When certain people figured out that this man is a self-made millionaire, they gave him specific instructions. And again, this is just my opinion.
Oh,
I feel like they gave him specific instructions. He followed those instructions. He followed those instructions, but then he was no longer willing to follow those instructions going forward. And I think that because he said, okay, listen, I'm at another state. I mean, you know, my mindset is different. I'm not doing it no more. I want to move forward. I'm gonna do this. And he went against the grain. I don't want to say the Illuminati because people be like, it's no such thing. I'm just gonna say the people. Okay. And those people that he went up against said, if you don't do what I want you to do, then I'm gonna take you up out of here. And he said, well, try your hand. I'm out of here. Now, do I believe that he's going to get off of this scot-free? No. But I do believe a lot of it is going to be gone away. And if anything, they're going to try to hit him with the tax stuff. I don't think any of the lady stuff he's going to get charged. I think the tax stuff is really going to try to get him. You know, like how he did OJ. Come on. If the good bank fit, you must have quit. Just like OJ. They got OJ on stealing his own shit. How you get locked up and do 8 years for stealing your own stuff with your name on it? My nigga, let's hear.
What'd you say, Bob? Yeah.
So, you know, that's what I think. But everybody got their own opinion.
Here's my thing. I'm gonna say this. And Ms. Bougie, but I seen it claiming that. Well, the reason why I say that July cannot be a day that he come out is because Ann Donnelly is so etched in stone with going to trial. Now, am I dead to not knowing that August the 15th could be his day and not July? I'm gonna tell you why I say that. because on August the 15th, if the federal government haven't submitted all of their final discoveries, the case will get thrown out. As of right now, I'ma safely say I don't know what the government has submitted because I don't know what's under seal. But I do know that there's nothing in his docket that's under seal from the federal government. So I pray that the federal government get cocky and don't submit nothing. And then that way he can be an easy target to just walk straight out. But I see Brooke been on my playbook. I need Brooke to stay out my playbook. I said verbatim from day one, I believe he's going to be exonerated of everything else, but they're going to try to get him on tax evasion, which only carry a 2-year sentence. And guess what? Time served.
You ain't say that. I said that.
Now, but see, but I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna say, Bob. But they're gonna say ignorance is not an excuse. So just because he hired somebody, and the person that he hired is gonna get a higher sentence, but he will get something, which will be 2 years.
He's gonna have to go out. The thing is, even he's gonna have to go after a lot of people that was involved with his career.
Yeah.
Because these are the people who took in the money, who put all these plays into motion. They've been knowing this shit was coming before he knew it was coming. So that's pretty much why they was able to like pretty much feed him to the wolves, thinking that the shit was just. But we live in a society today where the shit that's done in the dark gonna come to the light, man.
Right.
You can't keep those secrets up. People pretty shit, they bring it to the man's fault.
Right.
They hired somebody to break in the vault, get the music. Now they put this man's music out. He had over 8,000 songs. They put his music out. What the money going to? The record label.
Yeah, can y'all hear Bob? Because I see Nene saying can't hear the caller.
He kind of low, but I can hear him a little bit.
He's kind of low.
Can you hear me now?
Barely.
My louder?
Yeah. So
What I was saying was that when Prince died, they said he had no bill, which is hard to believe. As smart as Prince was, he wasn't that type of guy.
right.
And so what happened when he died, they said he had no bill, nobody came forward. Well, one person tried to come forward, but that didn't go forward at all. So the bank took over his estate. Once the bank took over his estate, the record label came in, convinced the bank to let somebody break into Prince's vault. Prince had over 8,000 souls in the vault. They got all the music, and now they are putting his music out. They said they got enough music to put out an album for the next, an album per year for the next 10, 20 years.
So Bob, so let me ask you this. Do you see the whole track record on all this?
Oh yeah, I've been seeing it. And one thing a lot of people can look up. A lot of people need to look up. Google like how to acquire your masters. It's a time frame. It's a time period to do everything. It's a window in between that 30 and 35 years when you have to even put in the application and the paperwork. And if you miss that window, guess where your masters go back to?
Now watch this. Watch this. I'm glad you said that. Because see, I was going to bring that up later. But I mean, but since you already jumped into it, let's tackle it. Rob application is this year. Rob application window closes September 13th. What's going on September 13th? Right. So how can he put it in his application? Man, look, I was born for this shit. But they gonna have to kill me. They already got the people on here for that infiltrated, but that's trying to get me locked up, but that hate me. But I'm gonna put it out there. I was gonna save the best for last, and that was one of the best pieces. R.Kelly window closes September the 13th. It was from July the 6th to September the 13th. I know people saying, oh, well, how come nobody is going to do it for him? You cannot do that for him. He have to do it by himself, or he have to have somebody there. That form is 72 pages long. That form have 330 different levels, or should I say questions? It's questions. It's 74 pages long. It's 330 something questions, and you got to have a CPA, and you got to have in your life person. I'm gonna put it like this. It takes, and the earliest I've seen it, and that was when Cisco did his. I've seen him complete that form in 3 days. Now, with as much catalog as Robert had, that's going to take him about damn near a month to get that done. Well, Robert's going to miss his window. That means his catalog goes back to the label. Prime example, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was being hounded by the label. Even in death, they was trying to hound. They was trying to hound Robert. Michael Jackson in death. His family sold the catalog back to the record label for $750 million, right? Y'all haven't heard nothing else about Michael Jackson, have you? Now watch this. That they already exposed that Michael Jackson is not on the burial ground, where they say yet. So where's Michael Jackson at? If he's not dead and he's not in that grave as they already showed, I believe Michael Jackson said, look, I'm gonna fake my own death. Y'all can have this shit. It's not worth it. I'm done. That's what they got. That's what they got. Check this out. Check this out, Bob. One song on a Beatles catalog is 70 billion. They have 34 songs. You be the judge. You be the judge. And we ain't talking about RuPaul type money of 250,000. We ain't even talking. So my thing is, I can show y'all something right now. That'll make y'all sick to your stomach. How in the hell your catalog is worth 22.4 billion, but your net worth is negative 2 million? Did they even make sense? I mean, I'm not the best at math, but I'm good at counting money. So, Brooke, you went to Dunbar. Did that make sense to you? I think
no, it do not. I'm here. It do not make no sense to me. A lot of this stuff don't make sense to me. I'd be like, what? Even back to the Michael Jackson thing y'all was just talking about, like.
See, a lot of people don't know that.
Even down to, I'm going to hit you with this one. Even down to Jeffrey Epstein. That don't even make sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
But I think he faked that. Now, I don't know for sure, but I think he
wait. While I'm in court, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Because I'm in court with a YouTube now. So while I'm in court, let's not do that.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying though, shit.
But I will say this. Somebody said, Rob, a child of God, most definitely don't mess with a child of God. It's a lot of people reaping what they sow. God don't like ugly. Let's look at these comments in the chat. Since people scared to get up on a panel, Dana, can he get his lawyer to do it for him? Nope, not at all. He have to be there with the lawyer.
That's why the motherfuckers were so mad at Dr. P when he fucked the regulation.
Yep.
And they just said, there's another person, another artist would never be able to do what Master P did to them.
The Kells have a new song out with the Migos. He got a song out with Offset. That's true, Dana. They wouldn't even let Michael go in the ground good before the money fight. That's true. That's so true, Candy World. Right there. That's crazy. Yikes. I'm so overjoyed that Jay thinks Robert is worth that much. Ashley Cation. I really don't know what you're saying, but when you look up Robert and you got to look at the Bible of music, his catalog is worth 22 billion. But they have him listed as negative 2 million net worth. That's crazy.
He told him when he went to the bank, the man went to the bank for the first time and only had fucking what, 150,000, 300. It was some change. It wasn't even no real fucking money. How a person like that go to the bank for the first time and he only got a couple $100,000? Like, what the fuck my money went? I would have went to kill that motherfucker.
So it's not that I think he's worth that much. That's what is put out there. Feel me?
I have a question.
Yeah.
The network, but look at some of the people that, especially Barry Hanson. Man, this dude been sued by every artist he ever fucked with.
Now look, right? We got R.Kelly. And we know R.Kelly is a genius musically. That's not up for debate. That's confirmed. That's that. Here's my question. And I don't know if anybody has ever asked that question to themselves or to other people, but when I went and I said, some things, just don't add up. I spoke to, when I go live and I talk to y'all, when I get in my little vent mood, when I just want to talk and kind of like talk things through. One of the things that didn't add up for me was that I was able to name 30 people who I know for a fact that he has made millionaire. Okay, not 1 million, not 2 million, but he has literally created their careers and made them millionaires, right? I can't understand for the life of me, because I know he not like my bro. Like my broke and his broke is going to be two different brokes. But how is it that an attorney, Steven Greenberg, comes out and say that R.Kelly doesn't have any money, he's broke? Can anybody answer that question or give an opinion on it? Because nobody will probably be able to give 100% because we not R.Kelly, but I don't get that.
Greenberg was part of the entourage that they said it only makes sense. Why would you, you're a lawyer, right? If I'm a lawyer, I want to get paid for my time. So if I come into a case, I'm coming to get paid. I don't give a fuck who you is. I get paid to do my job. I don't get paid because your name, Michael Jackson, R.Kelly. So if I come in and you can't afford me, this is what I'm charging, you can't afford my services, then why am I here? In case somebody else paying me on the other side to be here to get information, like I said the other day, I believe that he was sent in to try to get the strategy that was going to be used to try to combat some of the shit that can be broke down. Now he got information now, then he's not with Kills no more. So what is he going to do with all that information that he's gathered over the 2 years?
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out, because he seemed to be a lawyer. And like I said, this is going to probably be one of the biggest cases ever in our generation to come up. And the attorneys want to get paid. I can't see an attorney. Well, I'm lying. I can see a badass attorney going in, doing their job, and maybe doing this pro bono. And for sure that they're gonna win, because this is gonna get them money in the long run. But I don't understand how R.Kelly does not have any money. Because not only did he make other people millionaires, he made himself money. He wrote his own stuff. He produced his own stuff. So if he had to kick out any money, it would probably be for maybe a beat or production. But writing, he did his own writing. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm confused by that.
All right, watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. All right, now watch
But
this.
how?
Wait, watch this. That's what happens when you sign bad deals. That's what happens when you're not looking over your contracts. That's what happens when your assets are frozen. And that's what happens when you don't have a defense fund for people that say they like you and they want to do other things because other people saying stuff. But let's go here. If you look at the screen, if y'all can see the screen, it says R.Kelly net worth. How much is R.Kelly worth? Now this is the celebritynetworth.com. This is the echelon of echelon. And it says R.Kelly net worth is negative $2 million. My question is what Brooke just said. How? It was just updated last year. It says R.Kelly net worth. R.Kelly is an American singer, songwriter, actor, and record producer. As of 2020, R.Kelly's net worth is negative $2 million. At his peak, his net worth was easily in the tens of millions, perhaps as high as 100 million in April 2020. Kelly revealed to a judge in making a case for being released upon prison that he owes nearly 1.9 million to the IRS alone. But wait a minute, I thought y'all said Don Russell cleared his taxes. Robert Sylvester Kelly was born on the south side of Chicago on January the 8th, 1967. He dropped out of high school to perform as a subway musician. He earned his big break when he won a $100,000 prize on the television talent show Big Break. Kelly signed with Jive Records in 1991 and released the album Born into the 90s with his group Public Announcement in 1993. Soon after, he released his solo debut 12 Play, which was eventually certified 6 times platinum. There's no way you should be broke after that. No way you should be broke after going 6 times platinum. I'm not going to read everything, but hey, this is what they say. And this is why people always run with the lie. Check it. Remember, the people of the media hate you. So in 1994, Kelly secretly married Aaliyah. Prove it. Because every marriage certificate I seen was faulty. And it didn't have the signatures. And without signatures, matter of fact, it's not valid. So, and then it says, in 1994, Kelly secretly married Aaliyah. Though the marriage was later annulled, he went on to marry dancer Andrea Lee in 1996. And the couple had 3 children before divorcing in 2009. R. Kelly's career has had its share of controversies over the years. He was arrested and charged with allegedly having sex with an underage girl. He was eventually acquitted of all 14 charges. R. Kelly has released 14 studio albums, 5 compilation albums, and 3 collaboration albums. In addition to his 3 Grammys, Kelly has won dozens of awards, including several AMAs, a BET Award, and many Billboard Awards. His most recent albums, Black Panties and The Buffet, were released in 2013 and 2015, respectively. He has also participated in 12 official tours around the world, spanning from 1994 to 2013. He is also planning to make his debut as a film director and producer, in the next couple of years, and is gearing up to take his musical Trap in the Closet to Broadway. I got one question to ask right there. You just debunked what the federal government said. He has also participated in 12 official tours around the world. So I have a question. If he had 12 official tours around the world, and let me get out of this for a second. If he participated in 12 official tours around the world, why only in Chicago and New York? And why there's only 12 females that said R. Kelly only did this just to sleep with minors? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
So look, this goes to show that my brain cells is kind of moving in the right direction, because one of the charges.
No, Brooke is still
one of the charges. Shut up. One of the charges that I have issues with is the Mann Act. Now we know, again, he has tours all over the country. So if in 2015 he was on tour making money, not for purposes of somebody taking their teenage daughter to a concert where you had to be 18 years of age to get in, he was at that concert making money. He ain't had no idea who that person was. So how can you say that he is traveling and taking this person who came, her parents brought her, that he transported her for whatever means and committed some kind of crime? That's a whole debunction right there. That's not even a word, but I just created that debunction because it don't even make sense. That's another reason why I'm be needing for all the people who support R. Kelly. Y'all have to read. I know y'all may feel some kind of way. You don't want to hear about what this man is being charged because you think it could be negative. Until you read it and get an understanding, you cannot defend him in no way, shape, or form. Because I promise you, when you read it and then you listen to their stories, you're gonna be like, oh man, that's gonna get thrown out. It ain't gonna make no sense.
So I have a question.
But when you're not reading it, of course, people start doing dumb stuff. Go ahead.
I have a question. If I'm traveling around the world, right? You know what? I'm gonna be R. Kelly for me. If I'm traveling around the world, if I had 12 tours all around the world, right? Don't you think it'd be women in every goddamn city if I'm pulling these women to do certain things? And then let's go here. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna play reverse psychology. Cause them folks over there, the Oco folks say R. Kelly, along with the federal government, they say R. Kelly only toured to have sex with minors, right? How many minors are in the world? How many? Let's keep it a buck. How many badass young women is in the world?
Ain't that many minors I know.
Because I'm going to tell you, I can go to Baltimore and get some badass 18, 19-year-olds. I can go to Philly, get some badass 18, 19-year-olds. I can come to Atlanta, get some badass 18, 19-year-olds. I can definitely go to Daytona Beach, baby.
16, no 15. You ain't getting no 16 and 15-year-old badass shit. I'm sorry, that ain't happening.
Listen.
Oh, I'm on the road with you. Come on.
Listen, I can go to Daytona Beach and get some badasses. I can go to California. Oh my God. And get some badass 18, 19-year-olds, right? And if I really want it, I can fly them in and out. Then I'm traveling around the world. So that means I've been to Brazil. I've been everywhere. So I got a question. And here's my question. Why only in New York and Chicago is the problem? Nobody asked this question. And it didn't dawn on me until I talked to Joe Broski.
You a lie. I might not have asked it that way.
No,
but I asked why. Because my thing was,
wait.
When I first found out.
I finished, Brooke. Hold on.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hold on. It didn't dawn on me until I talked to Joe Broski, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I talked to Joe Broski, Joe broke something down to me and it made sense. Which means that the lawyers have a chance to challenge jurisdiction. Subject matter, personal jurisdiction. Here's my question. R.Kelly being tried in New York, but the crimes that he's been alleged of happened allegedly in Chicago. That means Chicago got jurisdiction. Why was he allowed to be charged in New York? Okay, I'll tell you. Lawyer Allred said, I know some friends in New York that can make it happen. So when she pulled that string, Chicago wasn't coming for him, but New York came for him. Which means they came out of jurisdiction, crossed over into another jurisdiction, and grabbed a man and took him to jail in his jurisdiction, which is a felony on that agency. So everybody that came to get him from that agency has committed a crime. That's kidnapping. At the end of the day, for Greenberg to be the lead attorney, he didn't ask the right questions. The first question that I would have asked was, I need to see the charge papers. And whatever federal judge in New York signed off on it, license will be taken in 24 hours because I will file for him to be disbarred. There's no way you can leave jurisdiction to grab somebody. And I told y'all about that when we talked about personal jurisdiction and when we talked about regular jurisdiction. You cannot do that. That's a felony. That's against constitutional practices. But since they did it and they got away with it, let's go here. Since they did it and got away with it, how is it that we are allowing it? How is it that we are allowing it? Third thing is, if you on tour, you singing, you exhausted after your tour. You playing basketball, you recording. Where is it that you got time to be a predator? Because a predator actions, you can't turn it on and off. It just happens all the time. So can somebody answer that for me? Or I wish Robert Keller was here.
Mom. Well, I'm speaking to, okay, I was just now speaking to my husband.
Okay.
He can hear us. He listening to what's going on.
That's cool.
And he basically was saying a lot of stuff that I had been saying in the beginning. That, boy, you want to say what you just said? I don't want to mess your words up.
Yeah, B. You know what it is, B? So what it is?
It seems that they're trying to charge him with a sexual act in the sense of he met these individuals, and what happened was they had an intimate encounter. Okay. But in reality, that's not what transpired, because they're saying that these things happen multiple times, which means that two individuals had a common ground of some sort, right, to which brought them back in the same company repeatedly.
Relationships. That's what it's called.
Oh, so watch this, Malik. I'm gonna break it down in a way that, you know, they can understand it nigga terms. All right. Everything you just said, here it is. They holding him for RICO charges when they really only trying to charge him with statutory rape.
But even still, how can they do that when they was in, all of those minors allegedly were in relationships with them for at least 6 months at a time?
Listen, that's nothing more if they really want to press the issue, that's nothing more than a bullshit ass statutory rape charge.
And that's what I asked.
But they holding him under RICO because they want him to fold. They want him to admit to something that he didn't do.
Well, hold on.
No.
But even still, wait a minute, hold on real quick, Malik. The thing that I questioned from the beginning was like me and Malik, we in a relationship. We've been together for 13 years, right? How can I go and say that my husband, wait a minute, hold on for a second.
No.
You're gonna let me finish my statement?
Dana, you know the thing we missing? Before social media, what was the most powerful form of communication?
Two-way radio.
No. Before social media,
Right.
What was the most powerful form of communication?
Oh, it was the like I said, yeah, it was two-way communication. It was two-way radio.
No.
What?
It was song.
What?
Okay. Radio. Okay.
Oh, radio. Yeah.
Airwaves. Put it like that.
No. It was song.
A song?
No, it was song. And it just hit me. No. Be quiet.
All right.
Airwaves.
No, listen to me, Dana. When Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff created Summertime, they had no idea that 40 years later, every year going forward, that would be the theme of the summer. When Fresh Prince created the song, Just the Two of Us, he had no idea that would be the Father's Day anthem. Every year, Mother's Day, you can't get a restaurant seat nowhere. But every Father's Day, the first thing that's said is, Dad, what you putting on the grill?
Right. But I got a question.
Oh, 40 years later, and this just hit me. When I went back into the establishment, the guy said, so since those were your two songs, think about it. What's the next hottest summertime song? Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Before I let go?
No. Summertime Rain. These songs were created at a time where they were just simply made and they had no idea of the impact to which they would bring. If you think about it, they're not trying to hold him on account of an action. They want to silence his voice. Because if you take one moment and think, he not only has made adult content, and I'll say adult content meaning R&B songs, he has created 5 anthems that no matter what, until you brought slander to his name, they were always played. Believe I Can Fly was at every goddamn graduation going on the planet.
He's a powerful man. Definitely powerful man. And he ain't even know it.
The song he made with Celine Dion, they were played at every graduation and wedding.
Space Jam.
They're not trying to silence the action. They're trying to kill off the voice. And if you take 1 minute, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up, think about it. Throughout his whole catalog, everybody wants to put up front the adult content songs, but he made anthems, even down to the joint when he was in Africa. All of these songs are empowering anthems. He has more empowering anthems than sex songs. And now I'm gonna say to you, I may not be right, but I ain't never wrong. It's not his actions, it's his voice that they want to silence. Take a moment and think. I called you earlier, DanaJay, about a song. No, it's not even an R.Kelly song.
Right.
The name of the song is called Bath Salts.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
For those who are listening, the song is called Bath Salts. It's not even remotely close to what you think. The song is by Jay-Z, Nas, and DMX. Rest in peace, DMX, because he didn't sound like X, but he let you know he still can bring it. If you haven't heard the song, you need to listen to it. I've been telling people for the last 3 years that Nas and Jay-Z got a project. The purpose of the project is to let everybody know you can't silence the voice of certain people, nor will you ever be able to stop the message. This ain't really about him and some women. It's about you killing off the power in his voice. Because no matter what you say, you can go in the projects tomorrow and 95 women and 100 children will tell you they believe they can fly. For whatever reason, that song is going to be embedded in the minds of African-American women and children till the demise. It's the same way when the old heads want to get turned on and the first thing they think about is Frankie Beverly and Maze Before I Let Go. And Frankie Beverly ain't been able to sing or hold the same note in years due to cancer. But no matter where you are, whenever you hear that song, you stop what you're doing and you tap your feet and you sing the words that you know.
So question, do you believe he's innocent or guilty? And give me your reason why.
In my opinion,
the chocolate tastes like that.
I don't think everything they said is how it went. I will also say that whatever issue he has when it comes to underage individuals, he needs to seek, and he should be allowed to go to the proper counseling and corrective measures for that. But what I will say is this: don't kill a man on the fact that he has the power to move the masses. Because contrary to popular belief, everybody knows Floyd Mayweather as the money team. But those who understand boxing, no matter how old you are, all you will ever remember is Muhammad Ali's quick antidotes and cunning wisdom. Rumble, young man, rumble.
Shut up, Potter.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this: what makes you think that he have a situation concerning underage females?
It's not what I think, nor is it for me to critique. What I said, and I'll say again, if that's what the situation is,
Okay.
help him help himself in a proper manner.
Right, if that's what the situation is.
I want everybody to understand, everybody, no matter woman, man, child, or whatever, everybody has a fetish. Everybody has a weakness.
Mhm.
Everybody has something to which they can't control. It's not about if you can control it. It's about if you're willing to accept help. Michael Vick was ostracized out of the NFL. Had he said he grew up fighting dogs, wouldn't have been a problem.
Mhm.
Colin Kaepernick was ostracized because he took a knee, and they think it was about the flag.
Mhm.
But because he was not willing to properly express himself, and because his football career had kind of went on the decline, they sacrificed him. See, contrary to popular belief, if you don't perform like the masses want you, and I'm not going to put an ethnic color to it, they'll throw you away.
Okay.
The same reason how you hear folks now trying to throw Jay-Z away because he doesn't speak out on certain topics or he doesn't come to the forefront about certain issues. I want people to understand and realize certain fights ain't meant for him no more. Certain battles he can't control. I want everybody to stop worrying about the one time he said no and think back to the millions of times he said yes. See, everybody wants to crucify a person when they say no, but we forget how many times they said yes, or how many times they stuck their neck out, or how many times they went against their family, or how many times they went against whomever to help the cause.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
At some point, everybody needs a break.
Okay.
So the one time Dana didn't answer his phone, don't mean Dana don't care. I mean, Dana got a life.
Right.
So I gotta wait till Dana get back to me to hear his point. And at that point, I speak to Dana between me and Dana. That don't mean I judge. That don't mean I critique. That means I understand that Dana got a life.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everybody not gonna be able to get saved. Sometimes you're gonna have to drown and save yourself on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Contrary to popular belief, if I throw your ass in deep water, you know why you drown? Because you panic.
Can I ask a question? This is a question that I have been thinking about, but I never really had too much knowledge on it to kind of convey it. Now I do. When I read, or when I was reading the indictment, specifically the New York indictment, and it didn't name the girls by their names, but it named.
Stop saying girls.
Okay, the minors. What are they calling them? Minors?
No,
what are they called?
No, the young
ladies. Females. Okay, they didn't name the females that's on there. They named them by numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And we know who they are, but until the names are released, of course, we have to use alleged. Here's the thing. How is it that you can have a relationship with someone, but you kidnap them, or you take them and use them, have them work for you, and or / prostitute and or / commit a man act with someone who you are in a relationship with? Like, if that's the case, and let me just tell all of the African-American women, all the women, period, real quick, stop. Because I need for y'all to understand this, and this is very important, and a lot of people don't know this.
Brooke, question.
I don't know. I want to finish my statement. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Let me finish, because I'm going to forget. Wait a minute. I want y'all to understand that the laws that are passed nowadays, if you were underage and you're still with your husband when you met your husband or your boyfriend, if y'all break up and you wanted to be spiteful, You could literally take your husband or your boyfriend to jail and have them locked up for something that have happened 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. And because that law goes against a lot of the principles within the African American community, we have to be very careful on how we do things and how we treat our African American men, because that law usually just applies to y'all. Because shit, I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I got a question. What is the Mann Act?
In layman's terms, when the person is accused of transporting someone across state lines for a sexual act or some kind of deviance, some kind of disruption or something that's going on, that they are transporting. I think at the time it's supposed to be alleged to be underage. I don't know if you can transport overage or underage. I just know it's transporting of people.
But now watch this. That's called kidnapping.
Huh?
That's called kidnapping. And the reason why they can't use kidnapping, because kidnapping on a federal level is not a felony. So they put the Mann Act to make it seem much harsher. What it is they using harsh words that don't fit the crime.
I agree.
However, here's what I want to know. The person that came up with these charges, right? In the Constitution, it says you cannot overly prosecute somebody, right? You cannot bear false witness to the public, because that can cause public scrutiny on this person's career and life. That's in the Constitution.
Right.
The penalty of that is life, permanent life imprisonment, or punishment by death. Right? So here's my question. I wonder, for the judge that put those charges out, is anything going to happen to them? And because they did something that people are now saying overreach. No, it's not an overreach. It's an overcharge.
Yeah, it is an overcharge.
Overreach is a butterment. No, we ain't buttering nothing. You're overcharging this man. And Malik said it's to silence his voice. Okay, why do you want to silence his voice? Because I'm going to tell you, and Malik hitting on something. Because when they blackballed Robert when he didn't go sing for Elton John, Michael Jordan restored him. So here's my question now. Once he beats this, who's going to restore him this time?
His people. Meaning us.
Brooke.
We're going to be the ones.
Brooke.
Because listen, there's a lot of stuff, bro, that I don't agree with. And I'm not saying that he did anything. I'm talking about the support. Listen. This man is not getting support how I feel he should be getting. And I'm not talking about for us. We beating a damn payment for him. We regular smuggler people.
Listen.
This man that made so many lives and so many people rich that you mean to tell me somebody ain't willing to risk $1,000, $1,500 to just send somebody on their behalf?
You're missing the point.
I'm not missing the point. I understand what you're saying.
You're missing the point.
What's going to happen with this situation is, because of the magnitude of the topic, they're banking on society and writing them off.
Bingo, that part.
Contrary to popular belief, a lot of us are not aware of Woody Allen and what he did, and Jerry Seinfeld and what he did. So, with that being said, I want everybody to understand one thing. I want you to judge him on your own merits and not what popular opinion, and not anything to do with public opinion, public prosecution. When it comes down to the table and you have to make a decision, make your decision based on your own investigation, your own merit, your own gut.
So I gotta. Go ahead, Malik.
Because at the end of the day, right is gonna be right,
Mm-hmm.
and wrong is gonna be wrong.
Facts. So Fantasia got a question. Fantasia said, question.
Hey, Fantasia.
If you travel over state lines to meet with a person you have a long distance relationship with and y'all smash, is that called the man act?
Yep. If the woman want to be vindictive, absolutely.
Is it called, okay, is it called the who?
The man act.
So if I'm in a long distance relationship and she come to see me or I come to see her and I smash or she smash, that's called the man act?
Yep. Well, no, not technically, but that's what they calling it on R.Kelly.
That's called two individuals continue to have.
But that's what they're charging him for. That's what they're charging him for.
He asked me a question. I'm trying to speak, and you're talking over.
Okay, go ahead.
What it's called this is called two people who agreed to meet and do what they do.
Facts.
The government is calling it the man act.
So the man act can throw that, so they can just throw that straight out.
Oh yeah, those definitely gonna get thrown out.
So
especially
tonight,
when.
So tonight I've debunked all of New York.
Well, I mean, technically you have, because at the end of the day, if from what I've read, the ladies who are in that New York indictment, well, we know number 5 is Azrael. That's out. He had a 4-year relationship with her. Azrael. Stop.
Azrael. Who was that?
Azrael Clark.
Azrael?
Yeah, Azrael. She is number 5. And we know for a fact that he had a 4-year relationship with her. So how is it that he could get anything kidnapping man act when he's in a whole full-fledged relationship with a woman?
And that's who he got the man act for. That's what they gave him the man act for Azrael.
Oh, it's for others too. I think Faith is on there too.
No.
You sure? I just read the document. It said her name on there too.
But Faith is coercion.
Okay.
It's coercion and forced labor with Faith.
So is it only 2 and 3? 2, 3, 4, and 5? That's the man act?
I'm gonna say this.
No, it's only 5 with the man act. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is totally different people. Y'all don't.
No. I know, but I'm saying I could have sworn I seen the man act on different ones, on like 1, 2. You know, I know not 1, but 2, 3, and 4. I saw it underneath the charges, but
the man act can't be on 2, and it definitely can't be on 3.
Okay.
Matter of fact, if anything, it'll be on 1, 4, and 5.
Okay, I'm gonna go back.
I don't see it on 1. I don't see it on 1, and I don't see it on 4.
Or 5. Shit.
I'm gonna say this.
That's our man.
Right.
Hubbard.
I'm gonna say this. When you sit back in the cut,
true,
and you let the Mossad do what he do,
Woo.
all gonna come out in the end.
You know it.
But I want people to understand 2 things. You can't be mad with the outcome if you believe in the Most High.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
What's the outcome?
You don't have to trust it.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you this. Even though you believe in the Most High,
Stop, Carter. No.
He actually told you in his teachings, faith without works is dead. So therefore, and you have to put in some type of work for your faith to be activated. Or you have to activate your faith and then believe in your faith to put in the work, and then you can sit back and watch once the work has been put in. But you can't have one without the other.
So what I'm gonna say to you again is this: when it's all said and done, however you digest it is how you digest it.
Facts.
But don't come up and don't come out and don't try to make that man feel like he shouldn't, like he wasn't vindicated, and like he doesn't have the chance to go on and live a productive life.
Facts.
So
and I believe that's what they're going to try to do. Once he's vindicated this time, I believe they're going to try to run a smear campaign again.
So with all that being said, I want everybody to.
He's sleeping.
Before you continue to
he's sleepy as shit.
I want everybody.
He ready to be out. You know, I had to lay it down and shit. I had to lay it
I
down.
just took my medication.
No, he lied. He lied. I laid it down.
That's my
Say
brother.
good night. Say good night, husband.
Man, but don't force him off the phone. Let him say what he gotta say.
So I'm going to go sit down. I already put in work. He going to be sleeping in 2 seconds. Watch. I got it.
They said, so
What
wait.
I have you for? Huh?
Hold on. Phoenix Rising said, explain forced labor with faith. I don't understand that one.
Forced labor is.
Wait. But I'm reading it. Explain forced labor with faith. I don't understand that one. What work did she do? Exactly, Phoenix Rising. That's over. That's overcharging. That's overcharging. I totally agree. I can't explain that because I don't know what she did. The Fantasia said, so wait, why they can't call it prostitution then? Or escorting, because I'm seeing this take many ways. Because prostitution don't hold the same charge weight as man act. Escorting definitely don't hold the same charge weight as man act. What they're doing is they trying to hit them with everything, hoping that something is going to stick. That's why they used Don Russell to fulfill the RICO. But what they got to understand is that Robert really don't know Don like that. Robert know his mama like that. And his mama came out and said it in text message.
Dana, I'm going to tell you where the prosecution messed up their case at.
I'm listening.
Well, God had some dealing in that too. COVID is one of it. And the fact that they did not want to give this man, or they kept prolonging him to go to trial, is the second reason. Because now you have more people who have actually had time to read the case, go over it, look at it, and say, this is some bullshit. I promise you. Because when this first came out, I think damn near, not me, but damn near everybody was talking, oh, this, he need to be under the jail, and da-da-da. He's a pervert, all this and all that. Then when people started reading, their minds began to change. And now, going in 2 years, they don't believe the same thing that they believed 2 years ago. So COVID has a lot to play with it because it shut the courts down for damn near a year. And then the second thing was the timing. They messed their own shit up. And I'm happy because guess what? God has the final say.
Well, I'm going to say this, bro. And I'm going to go here. And you can't say COVID messed it up. I'm going to tell you why.
I'm talking about COVID because they would shut everything down. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, but I'm going to tell you. Because even in COVID, the federal courts were open. They were holding trials. And
when they shut everything down, everything was shut down. Because that's why my court case had got dismissed.
That's state.
I mean, not dismissed. I'm sorry. It got postponed.
That's state.
Okay.
Federal didn't shut down.
Oh, I thought they did. Okay.
No, what they did in federal, they had postponed you for a week. They come exterminate the room, and everything had plastic everywhere. And the seats had plastic, and every dividing thing had plastic. And then in order for the people to communicate, everybody had on headphones.
Oh, okay.
And they put the person on trial in this booth, like one of them old drum booths that I used to be in. And a person would be sitting there like this, and their lawyer would come in this ear, then the judge would come in both ears, and then the prosecutor would come through this ear. That shit was hell. Was that for certain states or for every state? Because I know for a fact here, Maryland, wasn't nothing operating here. But y'all did y'all things different too, because I could remember where our courts was still shut down here, and you had went to court. Yep. You was able to do y'all was able to do y'all courts over Zoom. We didn't have that ability here. So they just had that shit shut down. Because a lot of y'all be getting killed on Zoom. Shit, Facebook. He's zooming. He right there. All right. And you be like, well, Judge, I'm gonna tell you right now. I just
Listen here. That's the one thing. I love my fucking city. Don't get it twisted, but there's some crazy motherfuckers here, okay? Listen here. There's some crazy motherfuckers here. You will get your ass whipped for a quarter and don't even know it. So, you know, I guess, shit, man, these people ain't crazy. But yeah, I think overall, I believe that because of the timing, number one, a lot of people had time down to read. And again, if you are a R. Kelly supporter and you're hearing my voice, even for the ones who don't like me or Dana, we really don't care. We want you to read the document so that you can know how to fight for him. Because the one thing that burns me up is a Cal supporter coming and spreading a bunch of lies and rumors and haven't even read the documents because they feel like it's disrespectful. And it's no way that you can fight for somebody if you don't even know what he's being charged with.
Here's my thing. The most hurtful thing that I've heard from these so-called Scout supporters was that he's being charged about these women. And I'm sitting back like, can you not see that that's the setup version? I want you to look at the real version of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the women.
Yeah.
Because let's be real. What's the odds of Geronda coming to court when she's 8 months pregnant? She already telling you she broke. She back in her home state of Virginia. So what's the odds of her coming to court? Make it make sense. That's why they kept saying, if you paid attention to Larry, he kept saying, a lot of these victims don't want to cooperate. Why?
Because they're not victims.
That part. I've never seen a victim who just want a Dooney and Burke bag and some red bottles.
Can I ask a question? Shout out to the MF Dream Team. I saw a video. It was an IG post made January of 2020. I think it was January 2020. When Rob's birthday? January?
Yeah, the 8th.
Yeah, January 2020. He got arrested July the 11th, right? Yeah. Okay. So January of 2020, I saw with my own beautiful eyes a person go live while they were out partying, not under nobody's supervision, open, free, and with her so-called girlfriend. And she made statements. And she said, huh?
It's on Faith?
No, I'm talking about Ezreal. She made statements and said, that's my man. He gonna be good. You don't remember that? I think her and Joy must have been coming from a party or something for his birthday.
Yeah, her and Joy.
Yeah, and they were coming from the party, and I guess she said, you know, that's why we don't come on social media. Rob is my man. But didn't she also say that he did these things to her and that he's going to get locked up because of him doing these things to her when she was allegedly underage? So which lie are we going to believe? Because I've heard her say more times, that's her man. She love her man. That's my baby. Compared to the 1 or 2 times where she said, he made me do things I didn't want to do. Well, how do you believe that the prosecution is going to, how do you believe they're going to bring that? Like to the panel when they start talking about it? How do you think they're going to bring it?
Well, I don't know how they will bring it, honestly. There's no way you can spin that. And
so if he was a lawyer, how would you, if he was a lawyer, you lawyer, come on, DanaJay, lawyer DanaJay. No, be on trial right now, DanaJay.
You're asking me a question and I'm trying to finish.
Come on. I want to hear your argument. Come on, bust him upside the head. Come on.
You don't
She's
want to
sitting on the stand.
I mean,
she's sitting on the stand. Get her. Come on.
If you want, we can do a mock trial, and
I mean, I would love to, because the first one that I did was a fucking banger, and it was the business, and it was a 6-hour long live, and I had a freaking awesome time.
Yeah, we can.
Let's make that happen.
Do a mock trial. I don't know if Debo listening, but if he listening, I definitely want to do my trial with him. As well. I definitely want to do my trial with him, and then I'm gonna go into the belly of the beast. I would love to do my trial with all of Oak Cove, and they can be all the victims. and I'll be R. Kelly's lawyer.
Let me drop a nugget off on you real quick. When we did the trial, I chose to start off with Yolanda.
And I still love Diva. That's still my sister. I still love the ones that love me over there.
Now listen. So when we did Yolanda Pace, right? It was a lot of Oak Cove people that was over there. That's what they said, though, bro. What? I argued the case, right? Because I was one of the attorneys. And here's what, I don't know if it was Keep or Blade, one of them said, well, this ain't no real trial, but if I had to depend on what's being said right here, she ain't credible. R. Kelly is innocent. I said, well, shit, I'll be down. Because when he goes to court on everything, us, Old Cove, Larry, Debo, all of us, all of our opinions ain't gonna matter when they get, and that jury people here, and they start to present that case. That is going to be determined by the jury and the judge, and not our personal opinions. I was trying to prove a point that just because you think that you know something on paper, when we argued it, you still had to be honest with yourself and say, she wasn't credible. That was an excellent lie.
Right, but a judge don't have no say-so in this trial. It's all jury.
Oh, okay, but a jury.
Yeah.
You know.
But a judge is only there to facilitate. That's the only reason why Ann Donnelly is there, to facilitate.
Okay.
But I will say this. A partially sequestered jury is not a full sequestered jury. So you will be able to see some of the jury, and you will be able to see some things with the jury. But a fully sequestered jury is what I'll be terrified of.
So is that a bad thing? Because when I read up on it, because of his stature and by him being a person that is known worldwide, you don't think that a sequestered jury would be a good thing? Or you think
that can go either way?
Okay. I kind of figured it.
It can be a good thing, and because if you have real jurors, real people, then hey, it'll be their word against yours. But the only disconnect is they won't be able to see your movements. They won't be able to see your eyes, but they won't be able to see your body language. But that's why I say it can be a bad thing. Also, let's go here. It can definitely be a bad thing, and because you can go through the formalities of handing out all the ballots and everything, right? But then the government can get slick and put 12 agents in there. That's why I say a fully sequestered jury, I will be pissing in my boots. And because you don't know who's behind there and can't nobody see nothing back there, matter of fact, it will be a sheer black curtain that comes around in like a semicircle C, and then it will be another curtain that come around to ensure everything. And the only thing you'll be able to see is the soles of their shoes.
So okay, so they wouldn't be in another room like looking at the video or like some kind of TV on the wall? That wouldn't be an option?
Hold on, wait. Dana, Phoenix Rising said, Dana, a sequestered jury simply means they do not have public access, no family, no media. That's not true. That's not true, Phoenix Rising. A sequestered jury, a fully sequestered jury means that the jury is just hidden.
All right, well, look, since somebody got a question about it, pull it up and just confirm it.
And look, I don't feel like doing all that right
Come on, bro. That's what we gotta do. We come on. We gotta make sure that the people know the
I'm
truth.
in
That's what
my
we're here for.
last leg of this live, and you want me to start pulling up stuff.
Just pull up the definition. Damn, you should use Google shit. And put in fully sequestered, then partial. Let's see what it says. Shoot, I'm about to be out my damn, so I got one eye open.
Okay. When a judge sequesters a jury, a process known as sequestration, the jury is isolated from the public to prevent jurors from becoming into contact with members or products of the media, other people interested in the trial, etc. In most cases, jurors go home at the end of each day and return in the morning and be in a separate room away from the court.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's a fully sequestered jury.
Okay.
Now, a partial, let's see.
So then they would be in another room watching it from the TV or whatever, monitor screen or something.
Partially sequestered jury. Let's look and see what it say. The jury. Okay. The jurors for Chauvin's trial are partially sequestered. They park their cars at a secure location and are escorted into the courthouse through a private entrance. Once they are inside, they are supervised at all times, even during breaks, but they are allowed to go home every night. They are not able to come in contact with nobody in the courtroom that comes in and out the court.
Mm-hmm. So what Phoenix say?
Hold on. Oh, hold up. Candy World says, "Stop trying to tuck us in, Dana." Look. That's Brooke that was there all night. I know.
Shit, I got one eye open. I don't know what you talking about. I'm about to be out snoring in some more.
You curtains not true. That's what I was told. Phoenix Rising in certain states where they do curtains.
That's the old school way.
Right. Right.
Like teenagers.
Where the jury was sequestered, they weren't able to go home. Think back. Okay, so they wasn't able to go home
for the fully. They got to stay in a hotel.
Okay, so that's for the fully sequestered jury. Okay.
Mm-hmm. The partial one is they can go home.
Yes, it is what you said. Phoenix Rising. Shoot.
See, or apology. See that? I got y'all back.
Mad at me.
I got y'all back. Me girl be fact checking. I got y'all back.
Yeah, so man, I wonder how people get picked for jury duty. I've never been a part of a jury. I'm gonna be honest, I've always ducked jury duty. Always.
I did it one time. It was pretty interesting.
And when they sent me a card for to go to jury duty the first time, but I told them everybody guilty. I want everybody to die. And they said
they gonna get your ass out of there fast, but then you were the first bus. And then they put by your name. Do not ever send him another. He is barred from jury.
They sent me home 20 minutes after saying that and put it on my card, right? And then I had a red stamp on my card and it had a date on it.
That
so
means do not return.
So I said, why my card is dated for 4 years? And the sheriff said, bro, you can't get picked for jury duty for 4 years. Every time they call you, just read off that number.
Right, just call that number, my nigga. Matter of fact, if you don't even call in or show up, they ain't even gonna be present.
Oh my God. Yeah, oh my God.
The one case, let me tell you real quick before you go. The one case that I had was so funny because you know how the niggas doing shit. They porch hop. So the dude was running from the police, from the doctors at that. He was porch hopping and he was dropping the bags in between the freaking porches. So people was coming outside taking it before they can come back and get it. Listen, the police showed up and everything, was telling the story, and the man was just sitting there like, we found him not guilty, because the man was on his porch. They was bothering him, and the dude like, look, leave me the fuck alone. And he just started jumping from house to house, from porch to porch. Man, that shit was so funny. We had to find him not guilty, but man, these people is crazy. The knockers be fucking with everybody in the city. Okay. All types of shit. Want to holler at your shit? Lock you up because you saying something to him on the porch? Lord have mercy. Don't go to sleep, Dana. Come on, end this live. I love y'all here. I'm about to get up out of here. I got one eye open and one eye closed. I'm
I ain't
crazy.
going to sleep. I'm up now. I'm watching the game.
Oh shit. Well, I'm about to go to sleep. I love y'all, Dream Team, my MVPs. I love y'all. Good night. Bye, bro.
But set it up.
Okay.
Set it up, Brooke.
What's a good day? Thursday, you think?
No. This Thursday, no.
What day?
This Thursday, I got choir rehearsal and band.
You got drum rehearsal? Drummer boy.
Come on, yo, stop telling yo.
I swear to God, you better not never let me find that motherfucking video. But you was bagging up goddamn drums 1,000 by. I said, what the?
Y'all better not believe nothing.
Yo, listen, that nigga is sitting on the drums and he was banging them drums 100 miles an hour.
Listen,
he had a nerve to look in the camera and be cheesy like shit. Y'all know how he do that cheesy smile.
Y'all, listen.
You better not never let me find that.
Listen, y'all are lying. Phoenix Rising say you get paid $15 a day and for jury duty. Shit, that ain't my life. What if they put me on a cartel or something? You gotta convict Espinal. No. They're gonna be like, what's wrong? He's guilty. He need to die. Get him out of here.
Look, the defense will get your ass out of there so fast, you will see smoke coming from behind you.
I'm telling you, matter of fact, I know how to play the part. But I sit there and I start rocking. And that's all I gotta do. And that's all I gotta do is make my body hot. And I start sweating. So I just start thinking about somewhere hot. And I start rocking, and then a little bee start forming up. I get a little Alka-Seltzer to chew it up and put it under my tongue. And they be like, sir, what's wrong? I'd be like, and they'd be like, what's wrong? I'd be like, guilty.
They be like, get this motherfucking fool out of here. Lord have mercy. I was fucking stupid. My nigga, I can see your dumb ass doing something like that too. That's the sad part. I can really see you doing that because you's a fucking fool, man. I can see it right now. You popping the thing in your mouth right now. The applesauce is popping in your mouth. You just waiting. daintezjackson? You be like, huh? Stupid ass. You like fucking.
I would tell you, like, oh my God. But they'd be like, what the hell is this? I'd be like, guilty. And I'm double jointed. So I mess around and be like, guilty. And then crack my neck and be like, guilty.
See, all you gotta do is just cross your eyes, nigga. They'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get this man out of here. Back to Sunday. Return back to Sunday. Lord have mercy. Let me get my ass out of here.
They hated me in Baltimore. I'm telling you, matter of fact, I go to the courthouse downtown. Oh, and when I had child support court, oh my God. But it was like, Jackson, what is you doing here? I'd be like, I got child support court. So I go to court and I hear the charge. And the judge be like, well, is there anybody? I stand up and be like, not guilty. And she'd be like, what's wrong? These are Trump charges. I never signed that paper. And she'd be looking like, how many personalities you got? I'd be like, man, I never signed that paper. Not guilty. Ma'am, that paper right there is not for me.
That Tourette syndrome.
Man, and the judge was like, what the hell is going on?
Look, not just that, bro. Look, you could go in there and act like you got Tourette's. You'll really be there, really you be out of there. You sitting there, something like that. Turn around.
Hell no, I ain't seen that in Baltimore.
I just seen so much shit in the city. Man, you bound to see everything.
I used to work at Lexington Market, but that's all you gotta tell me is you gonna put me in a basement Lexington Market. Shit, I did everything you said I did. Fuck that. Them rats about the size of pit bulls. I did everything you said I did. Fuck it.
And they don't run when you
Don't put me down there.
Oh, well, they don't be running either. When you walk towards them, usually, a rat or run. They're standing there like, what? What's up, nigga? You trying toe to toe with me?
Question. Y'all know how they had them rats in Chicago, right? We had an epidemic. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. Y'all think it's a game. I'm gonna show y'all.
It's bad. It was bad.
Who's looking at Run?
Hmm?
Who's watching Run?
Who the hell is? Oh, Carter. I was like, what? Who? What are you talking about? Well, I gotta put him to sleep first. Like he got that baby and shit. Stop.
At Tractor Supply, we have.
There you go.
Stop.
Boy, if he don't
Rat
stop.
inside of.
Here we go. This gonna make y'all crazy. Watch this. What would y'all do? I'm gonna go here. What would you do? Here we go. Look.
The famed food hall to shut down. As WJZ was first to report, the market will reopen tomorrow after pest treatments and inspections. Investigator Mike Helgren is live there now with what has been a tough day for merchants. Mike?
Denise, a lot of small businesses lost a lot of money. They had an emergency meeting of the more than 80 vendors here and decided it was a good decision to open tomorrow, that everything was safe. Hundreds of thousands of people have now seen the video of a single rat climbing on cakes and cookies in the Buttercup Bakery case at Lexington Market Thursday. Milton Mitchell was behind the camera.
When I looked in the case, I was like, wow, look at this big rat. So I just recorded. I feel like the public needs to know.
The nonprofit that runs the city voluntarily shut the entire facility down just before noon Friday. The first time that's ever happened.
We are taking every necessary precaution in this case. We take this very seriously.
The health department closed the Buttercup Bakery. The manager there said the rodent jumped in the case when a worker opened the door and insisted there was no infestation, that everything had been thrown away and all equipment disinfected.
This is the worst nightmare for any food establishment, and we are in a very busy city. We have over a dozen doors that lead to and from the outside of the market.
If there were 2 or 3 or even 5 or 10, but so far there's one little guy.
Almost as iconic as the market itself is Nancy Fadley Devine, who says there's no rat problem.
Oh, I've got 500 crab cakes ready for lunch. Yeah, this is crazy.
She's
Kathy, you're lying, bitch.
Store here for more than 50 years and worries about the harm the video and closure have done.
You have one little bad incident that happens and it's big news.
The market will reopen Saturday morning. Managers are confident there's no health risk, but one customer will not return.
And something really needs to be done about Lexington Market. It really needs to be done.
Will you eat there again?
No, I won't.
He lying like hell. Everybody go to Lexington Market.
Even after the rats, because I've been down there after the rats. Them they hot dog good as a motherfucker.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. Fantasia, Phoenix Rising, yes, the best strawberry shortcake in the goddamn city. When I come home, I go to Buttercream to get strawberry shortcake. That's what I get. I don't care what nobody say. Shit. I'm gonna tell you, I used to work there. I did security there.
Well, hold on, bro. Let me tell y'all this, because see, only people from Baltimore know this. Our rat problem, not ours, but the city's rat problem had gotten so out of control that the mayor at the time, her name was Sheila Dixon, she increased the damn trash pickups to like every day or every other day. because the rats was so like, it was just getting out of control. I mean, rat traps was just everywhere. And a lot of it was coming from because people was dumping in the trash, inside of, the alleyways and all that. So she incorporated
I don't know yet, Georgia girl. I'll find out for you.
Two extra days to pick trash up to help with the problem.
Fantasia, you don't understand. You don't understand. Maybe Phoenix Rising can really explain it to you, but I'm gonna tell it to you from my point of view. I worked there. I know how many rats is in the basement because we had to go and make sure all the storage containers down there in the basement was locked, and that's where the food and stuff is. And you got about 40 moms down there and about 50 dads and about 9,000 kids running around. And they got big old rat traps that's about like 3 feet tall. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. I don't care how much you say it's nasty, but in Baltimore, the nastier places got the best food.
That part is the Chinese joint on the corner of Harford Road and 25th Street. It's called Mike's. It's the dirtiest little
I would never go to
spot.
Mike's again. I'd never see a cat around there. I ain't going.
Fucks with Mike's. Mike's, man, listen here. Listen here.
I am not going to eat Mike's food, and then I'm talking about, oh yeah, this beef and broccoli. The next thing I know, yeah.
Shit, it's probably cat, but it's some good motherfucking cat. I'm just saying. That's one of the dirtiest goddamn places in the city with the best fucking food. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you who got the best Chinese food. Right there on Pennsylvania and what is that?
North Avenue.
Pennsylvania and Franklin. Oh my, whoo! That make you do, oh Jesus. But it make you call on Jesus. Oh yeah. And you
I love my city though. I
that beef yak and with extra egg and yes, sir.
Oh no, penitentiary yak. That's what
I seen the glory. That beef yak with the extra egg and extra God. Oh, yeah, Father God, I'm telling you.
For people who like spicy food, y'all would love the penitentiary yak. It's good as shit. Penitentiary yak. Mm-hmm.
Oh, woo.
I was supposed to been got off here. Let me get the fuck off here. Good night, Dream Team. I love y'all here.
All right, good night, Brooke. Phoenix Rising, you will never catch me on Penn and North. I'm not getting shot for no yakima.
Ain't nothing wrong with no damn Penn and North. That's some stomping grounds. That's my husband's stomping grounds.
I know.
I
know. Matter of fact, I'm not getting no food off of Pennsylvania North Avenue.
Yeah, they got the best chicken box right there on the corner.
It's too many junkies for me, nigga. Yo, shorty. Yo, like, damn, nigga, just ask the question.
Let me get $5. I mean 50 cents. Nigga.
And, yo, they don't even ask for $1 no more, but they be like, shorty, let me get $10, shorty.
Bye, Dana. Get out of here.
$1.
Oh Lord.
I'm telling you, when I say I love my city, I'm gonna tell you. When I was working down Lexington Market and that boy neck got throat, I said neck got throat. When the boy neck got cut, everybody down there was freaking out. Man, we went after it, and we looked at the blood, we went and got chicken boxes. That's what it was. But when I tell you the best beef yakami, and it's like when you come to Baltimore, y'all that's in Baltimore, you can't say, oh, I want some yakami. No, if you say that, they're gonna put your ass out of the store. When you go in there and order, you gotta say, look, can I get a pint of beef yak? That's how you say it, beef yak. It gotta have that negative, yak in it. Yeah, all that. Shorty, can I get a pint of beef yak? But that's how you gotta ask for that jump. Fantasia said, I love my city too, but the rat problem got to be fixed because they jump on you while you're sitting in on the train. Oh, they do that, but man, look, I take you through back to the market and be like, yo, just walk past. They will run and jump on a ledge and then jump on you and then sit there and then go for the ride. I'm telling you. And we got some bounty hunter rats. But look, I love y'all. I thank y'all for hanging in there with me, and we had fun tonight. It is what it is. And we will be setting up. Nene, I do not know yet. I will find out in a few minutes. I put the call out. Well, the text out. I put the text out already, so I don't know yet. Literally, nobody knows when they're gonna move him exactly, because that's a breach of safety for him. So, sound like you're about to spit up some mucus when you say that's right, some beef I mean, like I said, I want some beef with extra egg. And whenever you say chicken box, hey, can I get some of it? And you be like, what? Some of it? Like that. Some of it? And they be like, you want some mumbo sauce? No, put some extra hot sauce on the side. 6 wings and Western fries with some of it? Sauce on the side. Fantasia, I need to holler at you. Hit my phone when I get off here. But y'all be blessed. Love every last one of y'all. We'll be back tomorrow, dropping more facts. And I want everybody to participate in this mock trial. All right. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm up out of here. Peace.
What you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Tell you that I will never disrespect you. Not tomorrow, but tonight I wanna stay with you. That ass girl, gotta make it last now. Start off so, then I'ma beat it up.
Good night, y'all. Robert is innocent. Don't y'all ever forget it.